Hey everybody, welcome to the GMAC show. I'm your host, GMAC, and we are going to continue horror movie month, guys. And this is for October 3rd, and the movie we do is a vampire movie. That's right, I even have my blood. Ah, that is good vintage. Now I'm just playing, it's not real blood. But is it? And the movie we're going to talk about, guys, is Vampires Los Muertos. Now, this movie was made in 2002. It is the sequel to the original vampire movie. It was made in 1998 with James Wood and Thomas Ian Griffith. It was directed by John Carpenter. Now, of course, John Carpenter did not direct this movie. I think he produced this one. Um, and this movie is about a vampire hunter named Derek, who's played by, of course, John Bon Jovi. Yeah, John Bon Jovi in the vampire movie. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of been like in this movie. It's like something like "Living on a Prayer," "Want It Dead or Alive." Those songs would have totally actually worked this way, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. And he gets hired to go down to Mexico to hunt down this vampire princess named Una. Now, you probably remember her from the movie Blade. She played Deacon Frost's girlfriend in that movie. Yeah, in that movie she had like blonde hair. In this movie she has like short brown hair. Yeah, I don't know. Go figure. But anyways, though, and along the way he meets a bunch of people. Like one of the characters he meets is Zoe, who apparently has premonitions about a vampire, Una, and kind of follows kind of the same kind of theme a little bit though. Like girl gets bit by a vampire, she has visions. The vampire hunter uses her to track down the vampire. Kind of the same thing, like the original one. And along the way, of course, he meets other characters like, of course, like Diego Luna. You probably remember him from the show Narcos Mexico on Netflix, which was a really, really good show, which I really liked the most. And you probably remember him also from Star Wars Rogue One as well. The other one, the other character in the movie we have as well, of course, is the guy from Family Matters, the one that plays the older brother from the Winslow family. He plays a character's name is I believe is Ray in the movie, and their job was basically to hunt down this vampire named Una and stop her from trying to be able to walk during daylight. It kind of follows kind of the same themes that the original vampire does. It doesn't really do anything kind of new. A lot of blood, a lot of guts, a lot of gore, just like the original one. But the movie, I don't know, it just lacks the atmosphere. It doesn't really have the dark undertones like the original vampire movie did. Um, it gets kind of boring in a few parts here and there in the movie. It does have some interesting moments in the movie, where you see the vampire princess seduce Ray in the movie, and because she wants to get the pills that Zoe's using to suppress her vampire side, because she doesn't want to turn into one because she was bitten by one, and then you see her like sniff like the pills so she can walk in daylight, so she can kidnap Zoe because apparently she needs her, But yeah, I mean this movie, I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't a very good movie. It was a very low rated B movie, and that's what you have to look at it. If you like low rated B movies, you like simplicity, kind of following the same cliches and the same tropes from the original one, then yeah, this would be up your alley. I mean, it has some interesting kills in it, of course, you know, and a lot of blood and guts like usual, like most vampire movies do. But I just think the acting was kind of subpar in the movie. It didn't live up to the acting criteria that you need to make these kind of movies work. It's not exactly dusk till dawn or something like that. It isn't. If you're expecting that, you're gonna be disappointed. It isn't. Yeah, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie either. Of course, I don't want to spoil too much for these movie guys. You know, but for me personally, if I had to rate this movie honestly on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it a 3. It's not. It doesn't really live up to the hype of like some or really like Underworld. Kate Beckinsale, which is a really good movie. As well. Yeah. So if you like normal blood and guts and subpar acting, a B-rated movie that like was made for home video, this is right up your alley. But if you're not looking for that, well then you're gonna be very disappointed though. And I'm sorry, I'm just not buying John Bon Jovi. He's a vampire hunter. I mean, he has a gun in the movie where it has like a little wooden stake in it though. But it looks so unreal and so fake though. It's not even freaking believable. It's like, really? and then he has like a sword. I'm like, I can't see John Bon Jovi with a sword, so it's like, what is he, a fucking samurai? I mean, I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't be convinced of it. You know, and like we see the vampire Uno, she like sniffs up the pills so she can walk through daylight. That's like, okay, that's like, really? Since when the hell did they create fucking pills where you can suppress your vampire nature? It's like, that's just weird to me. It's like, okay, that's a little out there, sure, whatever. That's something new. And then you see, and then when you see Derek, you know, he's like just like absorbs some vampire blood in his body, so I guess he can sense her too. It's like, okay, yeah, it had a lot of shit like that in there. It's like you're scratching your head. You're like, oh god. Yeah, but that's my opinion about this movie, guys. Of course, let me know down in the comments. Oh, did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? What do you think they could have done better? You know, but for me personally, I don't like the movie. I didn't think it was very good, and it doesn't live on the scares of the horror either, in my opinion. And to make a good horror movie, you gotta have some scares, you gotta have some thrills, and this movie doesn't really do that at all for me personally. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. I will bring you more to continue October Horror Month, and everybody stay safe. Much love to you guys, and I will continue to keep drinking my vintage blood. Good stuff. Take it later. Peace.